Greetings, most gracious audience. This is Nicholas Adanio, aka the Animation Commentator. This is Speckles the Salamander. And for this latest edition of the Animation Report, we shall be giving a reaction to a trailer for a movie that has been shown at some festival. Anyway, I first learned about it on the Animation Magazine. I will drop the link to the article in the description below, but basically, this trailer is for this animated movie called Where is Anne Frank? Oh, so they made a movie about Anne Frank and it's animated? Yes. So my first thought is that the animation is good. I do like the style. Not as good as classic Disney or Swan Princess, mind you, but it is a pretty good style in its own right. Apparently it's combined with stop motion and traditional animation. So yeah, so as far as animation goes, I give it a thumbs up. So not much to write about there. What I have more of an issue with is the story. Now, the story concerning Anne Frank herself, the trailer seems to be doing a pretty good job of showing the life of Anne Frank, or, as much as they can show in the trailer. So, the historical depiction of Anne Frank, I don't think is much of an issue. It does show her diary, because she was most famous for writing in her journal during World War II, and then, sadly, it ended with her being sent off to a concentration camp, and I think it was because, like, a little brother of hers or a little cousin of hers was being really way too noisy, and it attracted the Nazis who were looking through the house at the time. So anyway, to pass the time before her untimely demise, she was writing in this journal. So the movie explores the journal, which naturally would be the case. And it shows Anne's imagination because she would write stories in there in addition to her life, apparently, according to the trailer. Anyone who's done an actual look at the diary can let me know in the comments. But she would do allegories of her life, I guess, in stories. And the artwork is beautiful. In one sequence, she's shown riding into battle on a red horse. Yeah, it was pretty nice. No complaints. Now, this is the part where it starts to get a bit contentious. Well, not quite, but so she mentions that she likes to think of her diary as like a friend. So she makes up an imaginary friend that she dubs Kitty. Oh, well, so is the friend a cat? No. The friend is named Kitty, like Kitty Pryde, like the Kitty Pryde from X-Men had Kitty as a name, but she was a human. Oh, but of course. Carry on. Thank you. Anyway, so Kitty, she's Anne Frank's companion, and she's there for Anne whenever she needs her. Of course, she's an imaginary friend, and no one can see her except for Anne. The classic Calvin and Hobbes kind of scenario. Calvin sees Hobbes as the tiger that he is. Everyone else sees Hobbes as just a stuffed animal. So, similar concept to Kitty. So, for this entire time of Anne's life, Kitty was invisible. Everyone thought Anne was crazy whenever she was talking into the air. Basically, Kitty did not exist, except in Anne's mind. Well, then, we get a time jump. It's after World War II. It's after the Nazis have been smartly defeated, as they ought to be, because the Nazis were tyrannical jerks. Much like a certain left-wing party that accuses the other side of being Nazis when it's the left-wing side acting more like Nazis, but that's neither here nor there. So, apparently, the Kitty waited until our own modern 2021 to come to life. She couldn't be bothered to come to life during the time that black people were being lynched wrongfully so, by the Ku Klux Klan and ordinary people. She couldn't be bothered to come out during those days. Kitty could not be bothered to come out during the ongoing murder, the ongoing genocide of the unborn, and that's what it is. Abortion is genocide of the unborn. So she couldn't be bothered to come out during the lynchings. She couldn't be bothered to come out during abortion, which is still going on, and whereas lynching, not so much at this point, and good thing too. No, she decides to show up during Black Lives Matter, everybody! Oh yes, the whole representation! Comparing Black Lives Matter to Jews. I'm sorry, but... So, let me get into a little bit more context before I just pontificate. So the trailer shows Kitty wearing modern clothes, because when she first showed up she was wearing 1940s clothes. Now it's modern times, she's wearing modern clothes. And she's jumping from rooftop to rooftop. Oh, kitty girl, doing whatever a kitty girl can. Spying on cops, locking up black people, because yes, of course, cops are just going around seeking to lock up black people. But, I mean, naturally, yes, cops do lock up black people, but guess what? Cops also lock up white people. Cops lock up anyone who has done a crime. Now, there is such a thing as police brutality. I understand that, and I condemn police brutality. But there are also lots of good cops who are in it for the right reasons to, guess what? Arrest druggists. Or druggies, to arrest murderers, to arrest robbers, so on and so forth. Things that we normally would not want in our society. So Kitty sees this black man, and it gives the trailer gives no context as to whether this man is being locked up for a crime or not. It doesn't matter. He's being locked up by the police, and all of a sudden we're supposed to feel weepy for his little kid. For all we know, the man could have murdered someone and the police are locking him up. And we're going to compare the police locking up a man who might have murdered someone or dealt drugs or whatever. We're going to compare that to systematically rounding up the Jews and putting them in concentration camps and getting gassed? Really? We're going to do that. We're really going to do that, huh? I'm sorry. Arresting people regardless of color for crimes is not at all comparable to unjustly rounding up a bunch of innocent Jews and putting them in concentration camps. I mean, your likelihood of surviving jail is much higher than what the Jews had to put up with during World War II. So don't come to me with this, Black Lives Matter, it's just like the Jews. No, it's not! The Jews weren't going around rioting and burning stuff down. And I get it. It's been a lot of white people claiming to be Black Lives Matter, or who are Black Lives Matter, and they are white, and they are normally the ones going around burning stuff down in black neighborhoods, but that's also neither here nor there. Anyway, it is so disappointing to see that Kitty has been turned into this propaganda thing for the left. Once again, oh yay, the left! Let's just go ahead and culturally appropriate everything because we are the left and we are right. Well, we are the left and we are moral authoritarians. Moral authoritarian in all the wrong ways. You don't want to save unborn children, but that's also neither here nor there. We are the left. We say representation. We say diversity. If you don't support diversity, you're racist. That's what they say. They're jerks. Aren't they, Speckles? They're jerks. Oh, yes, sir. They are most certainly evil Nazi jerks. Well said. So anyway, I think that, as pertaining to Anne Frank herself, the movie is good with good animation. Concerning the part where Kitty turns into a social justice activist, the movie is complete and utter garbage. And once again, you can see the trailer and the article in the description below. I hope you have enjoyed this take. And now, my friends, oh, hold on, before I do that, I should give an announcement. So, I don't think I'll do the review on Space Jam 2, the movie will be released while I'm away on vacation, and my vacation will be a long one. So I think I'll just settle for the He-Man reaction on Netflix. So watch out for that when the time comes. Anyway, my friends, go forth, be gracious to everyone, make classic animation great again, and may God bless you. Bye, everyone!
Greetings, my friends. This is Sir Persevere, Knight of the Hand-Drawn Realm. If you are interested in purchasing any merchandise related to the animation commentator, we now have a TeePublic account. You can buy a mug, you can buy a t-shirt, you can buy a hoodie, anything that fits your fancy. Right now we only have the Make Classic Animation Great Again design, but in the future we will add more designs. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.